Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is when you are viewing this YouTube video. Welcome to another video. This is the Reverend Bishop Dr. Apostle Elder Rideshare, aka Mike Gardner. And as you can see, I gets around a little bit. Not only do I get around town for Uber and Lyft, but now this time I am in sunny, as you can look around and see, Phoenix, Arizona. Excuse me. Got to clear my throat here. And so yeah, I'm in Peoria, Arizona right now, which is a suburb which is about northwest of Phoenix, Arizona. Been here with my daughter, who's a school teacher here. And I've been here now for about a week and a half, so haven't really been doing any Uber or Lyft, taking a vacation. Anyway, I'll be getting back at it Monday. But I just wanted to briefly, before I get back on the plane and head to the Chicago area, I want to revisit briefly the Uber Eats issue. As many of you all know, with Uber, not Lyft, but Uber, you have the opportunity to make money either picking up and delivering people or picking up and delivering lunch and dinner for people. And I was telling you I think I've already done a couple of Uber Eats videos. One video was about, was giving you a typical Uber Eats run. And the other one was talking about how much people actually are willing to pay to have you deliver a sandwich to them. And I was telling you that, it is quite possible to make good money, decent money, depending on the miles and how far the restaurant is from the delivery spot. You can make sometimes some good money doing Uber Eats. Underline the word sometimes. You see, I just need to warn you a little bit about Uber Eats. And you do have to be careful with Uber Eats, because Uber Eats has the potential of wasting your time and jeopardizing your profits while you're out here. So you gotta kind of use wisdom working with Uber Eats. I think I showed you in a video before how you can disable Uber Eats. Okay. Sometimes it's profitable, sometimes it's not. It really depends. And if you are like me and you drive for both Uber and Lyft, I don't know, it might be a wise idea to just discontinue Uber Eats, because Uber Eats, first of all, Uber Eats, one Uber Eat run has the potential of occupying half hour to an hour of your drive time during the day. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when it comes to getting paid to do Uber Eats runs, you get paid from the restaurant to the delivery point. In other words, you don't get paid when you get a ping and you accept an Uber Eats run. you're not getting paid from where you receive the ping to the restaurant. You get paid from the restaurant to the delivery point. You got to keep that in mind, if I'm correct. And so I have gotten Uber Eats requests where the distance between where I get the ping to where the restaurant can be upwards to 7 to 9 miles away. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You know, the restaurant can be upwards to 9 or 10 miles from where you receive the ping. And depending on what time of day it is and how the traffic is, it can take you 20 minutes to get to the restaurant. And then once you get to the restaurant and you get the food, and then you realize that the restaurant might be 0.9 miles from the person's house or the person's office. I've done Uber Eats runs where the distance from the restaurant to the delivery point has been maybe half a mile away, or it has been as far as maybe 7 or 8 miles away. The ones that's 7 or 8 miles away, those pay pretty good. But the ones that's right around the corner from the restaurant, you might get about $3 or $4. Okay? So it is possible to do a Uber Eats run that occupies at least half, if not the majority of an hour. And then depending on how far you got to go to get to the restaurant and how far the delivery point is from the restaurant, you might get $3 or $4, $5 for an Uber Eats run that occupied about half hour to 45 minutes of your time. Reason why that's critically important to understand is because if you just sit and if you're like me and you drive for both Uber and Lyft and you're patient and you sit somewhere in a good spot and wait on a ping versus doing an Uber Eats run, you might get something going 20 miles to the airport or going 26 miles downtown round trip. Okay, something that might pay 20 or 30 bucks. But you didn't get that run because you're too busy being occupied by a 30, 45 minute Uber Eats run that's only gonna pay you $5 or $6. So you gotta keep that in mind, people. Keep that in mind with these Uber Eats. Okay. Rule of thumb. I, if at all possible, I don't accept the Uber Eats run that's more than 4 or 5 miles from where I'm at. If the restaurant is 4 or 5 miles from where I'm at, I cancel it. You know, I have to accept it first just to see how far away I am from the restaurant. Once I accept it and I realize that the restaurant is 8 or 9 miles away, I'm canceling that shit. I ain't accepting that because that's a waste of my time. Now, you'll notice they will never, hardly ever, send you to go pick up a rider that's more than 4 miles away. For the sake of the rider, they don't want the rider to have to wait longer than maybe 10 minutes for you to come get them. So they're going to make sure for the rider's sake that you don't have to drive too far to go pick up somebody. But as a driver, they don't mind sending you 8 and 9 miles away to go get somebody's lunch or a sandwich. Okay, so you got to kind of look out for yourself when you out here as a driver, so that Uber doesn't waste your time and mess with your profits, messing around with Uber Eats. Okay, so use wisdom when dealing with Uber Eats. If necessary, just go in the app and shut it down. All right, well, this is the Bishop getting ready to sign off and head back to Chicago. You all be blessed. I love you, and be good.